All right, I wanted to play Spirit Island again. There's some spirits that I haven't played yet. So I'm going to go through playing Thunder Speaker here I think this is my fourth game. Yeah, my fourth game, Spirit Island. I have not looked at any strategy or anything on how to play with Thunder Speaker. So, not an expert at all at Spirit Island, any of the spirits or anything. I do see that she has some powers that looks like she wants to be working with the Dahan quite a bit. So we'll see how this goes. And while I shuffle up some things here, I'm going to start by doing this thing where we discard one card from each of these decks. I am also going to play against Prussia again, level 2. I think that went pretty well next time. But I will ask that if you are watching this content, enjoying the content, please hit the subscribe button, the like button, and all that stuff that you hear on all the other videos. And leave comments. I do like interacting with people in the comments section. So if you see somewhere where my strategy, if what I'm going to have could be called strategy, could have been better, or if you have any insights on how to play this spirit, or if you want to see me play a different spirit in the next Spirit Island video, please leave a comment down below and let me know. So I've pulled one of these encounter cards out from each deck, and I'm going to pull a level 3 one to the side because we do need to put a level 3 one in between the level 1 and the level 2 cards for the level 2 Prussia adversary. They're called adversaries. So now I'm going to pick a random blight card, and we'll put 2 blight on there, which reminds me I don't have the blight on the board yet. It's in that spot right there. So we'll throw that Healthy Island card away, and now we got fear cards. We're going to need 3 of these in each level. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and then the level 3 cardboard token. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. So our sloppy fear deck has been created. Got the 4 fear up here in the fear pool. Had to add an extra town as well for the part of setup for Prussia, so that got added here in Zone 3. So I'll flip over the first card to see where they're going to explore. And it's the 2 mountain ranges. I think that's it. So the only other thing to remember for Prussia is that when the stage 2 escalation cards come out, we have to add a town to a land that does not have a town. So we're going to go to growth. And I don't know why I had that covered up. We've got 1 card play per turn. I could just start adding some presence. I could get a presence there and a presence there. That would give me an extra air. I don't know why I moved those things, because it is written right below what's there. I think being able to play 2 cards is going to be good, but I won't have a whole lot of energy to spend on anything unless I get this energy over here, which I think I'm going to do. Actually, we'll start there. So for my growth phase, I'm going to do this, add 1 presence 1 away from where currently am. I'm going to take it from there and I'm going to put it in the wetlands there. Then I'm going to take the 4 energy that also grows with that goes with that growth. Then gain energy. I've got 1 energy showing. And now we're going to choose and pay for powers. So I'm going to probably play this Manifestation of Power and Glory. I'm going to attack this town, I think, with it. And I can play 1 more card. I don't have to worry about ravaging yet. Gather a Dahan. Each Dahan destroys an explorer. I don't have enough. I do have enough energy for that. That would be fast. So I could stop at least 1 of those mountains from building. Do I want to do that, or do I want to generate 2 fear? Because with destroying this town, generating a fear off of here and 2 fear off of here, I'd be right into my first fear card right away. I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to have 2 slow powers. And let's see. Oh, wait a minute. So with this, 2 yellows and an orange, I could destroy a town for every 2 Dahan in a target land. So I was going to use this. Each Dahan deals damage equal to the number of presents. But that gets a little redundant if I can just destroy that town with this slow power. However, if I don't play that card, I will not have the right combination of elements. And I don't have the right presence anywhere else. I mean, I could just use it to generate fear, but that seems a little overboard. Yeah, but I'm not going to have the right elements if I don't play those 2 cards. So this card has to be there in order to get rid of this town, I mean. Now I could choose to put this presence somewhere else. That's right, though I can move presence with Dahan. During Ravage, Dahan and target land deal damage simultaneously with invaders, where we don't have to worry about ravaging right now. If, let's see, if I used this one to target here to destroy this town, if I did this here to push up to 4 Dahan, I could push these 2 Dahan into here with this presence, then target that place as where I use this. Or vice versa. I think this will be good. Yep. Okay, so that's going to be our cards, and I've got to pay for that card with the with 3 energy. Invader phase. We've got no Blighted Island effect. We've got no fear cards. Nothing in the Ravage yet. So now we go to build. And we're going to build in both of these spots. Both of these mountain spots. And then explore. Where are they going to explore? They're going to explore in the jungle. Both of the places where I plan on destroying their towns. Okay, I think that's everything. So now I got to move those along. Slow powers. Okay, so first I'm going to do Voice of Thunder, targeting this land here, pushing to Dahan, and I'm going to use my special power that my presence can move with the Dahan. Whenever Dahan moves from one of the lands to another land, it can move one presence along with it. So I'm moving my presence there. So that slow power is done. Now I'm going to use this Lead the Furious Assault slow power, because I've got 2 sun and 1 fire, I guess it is. I can destroy 1 town for every 2 Dahan in target land. So I will target this land here. It's 0 away from where I have presence. I have that presence. So that town will be destroyed, and that will generate a fear. Okay. So that's been used. Now this card, generate a fear. And pick a target land that has Dahan and is range 0 from where I have presence. So I'm choosing the jungle down here. Each Dahan deals damage equal to the number of presence in the target land. So I've got 1 presence here. Each Dahan can deal 1 damage, so I'll do 2 to this town. And that'll be another fear for destroying a town. And these cards are discarded. Next turn. So let's see, sudden ambush. I can gather 1 Dahan. Each Dahan destroys one explorer. Can I do anything about this mountain? We got 2 mountains there that are about to get ravaged. I've got 1 defend 3 card. I'm only going to have 3 energy. So I think I'm going to reclaim cards and gain power cards as my growth, just to see what kind of minor powers I get. So I'll just shuffle these up now so you guys can see that they have been shuffled. And then take 4, and I think we can lay them down here. So we've got Enticing Splendor. I can gather an explorer or a town, or gather up to 2 Dahan. That seems to play into our strength. Let's see, Purifying Flame, 1 damage per blight. If If target land is mountains or sands, you may instead remove 1 blight. Gift of Power, gain a minor power card. Lure of the Unknown, gather 1 explorer or town. But I have to gather them onto a space that does not have invaders in it. Okay. I think I'm going to take this one that gathers Dahan as well. And now we get to gain a 2nd power card, and I'm going to go for another minor power card. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got Sap the Strength of the Multitudes. Defend 5. If I have 1 air, increases power's range by 1. Ooh, Call to Bloodshed, 1 damage per Dahan, or gather up to 3 Dahan. Yeah, I like that card. Call to Isolation. It's another pushing or drought. Drought adds Blight. You can destroy 3 towns in a target area, 1 damage to each town. I think I played with that one in a previous video. One damage per Dahan. Since I have the ability to be pushing some Dahan around, although defend 5 is hard to scoff at as well, because with the Dahan moving around, if I can get some defense in an area and then have the Dahan fight back. Although that one doesn't have the icons, the elements that I need. Call to Bloodshed does. That's the 1 damage per Dahan. I really like having some defense though. I think I've had this card too. I mean, there's not a whole lot of minor power cards. I still can only play 2 cards. 1 damage per Dahan. I like playing with the defense. Yeah. So I think I need to play this defend 3 and that'll give me an air so that I can increase the range of this defend 5. That's not going to give me any elements to do any fighting back or anything on this turn. But it'll stop some ravaging from happening on the board. I mean, this Dahan could fight back, and what do they? They fight back at 2, right? So he'll take out a town. Yeah, we'll take out a town, and that'll bring a fear card down. All right, we're going to go with these 2 cards. Got to pay 1 energy. I do have the one, I don't know what this beast or claw or whatever it is, the red with the 2 slashes in it that I'm going to play. This one here, and they both have it. They have the red circle with the slash. So I could use this to gather up to 1 Dahan for every air and push up to 1 Dahan for every sun. So I could look at that to set up something, because that's a slow power. I'll look at that at the end of the turn. So I've paid for my cards. Blighted Island effect is none. No fear cards. I almost did it again. I have a tendency to just skip right past my fast powers. So I have air, dis defend 5. I will put, you know, here, and the defend 3. I'll put there. So these are both done, because this one has to be done in a place where I have Dahan. So now Blighted Island, no fear. We go to the Ravage. Got plenty of defense in both of these, and we fight back simultaneously here, so that town is destroyed. That brings the 4th fear down, and we move a fear card into our area here. So that's ravaging. They didn't get anything accomplished during ravaging. Now, building. They're building in the jungles. All right, I do have some decent presence there as far as Dahan and actual presence goes. And now we'll check out exploring. There's plenty of towns and stuff on the board, to where so far they're just going to expand everywhere we draw cards. Okay, so now slow powers. I can pick a place if I want to gather or push Dahan from. What do I want to do next turn? They're going to ravage in jungles. And I don't have any defense, because I've played both of my defense cards. And if I lose Dahan, I lose presence. I could use this card to gather a town out of one of those. I think one of those jungles could be in trouble. They're going to do 3 damage and 3 damage. Oh yeah, this could be bad. Well, if I could destroy the Explorer, then they'd only be doing 2 damage. They have to do up to 3 damage, right, in order to blight the land. But then I'll lose the Dahan still. The Dahan's going to take the damage, and I'll lose my presence off the board. That's still bad. Still too bad. I need 4 air, but there's no way I can get 4 air. Even if I uncover that, I still need to be able to play 3 cards. Maybe I have to reclaim these defense cards. Try to get some more power. Seems like I'm just going to be chasing this around the board, though, if I don't get something else accomplished. Because they're just going to build in the sands. I need to get some of this presence off of this board. Gather an explorer or a town. Gather up to 2 Dahan. Getting some frame rate drop. Hang on, I'll be right back. I'm going to check the internet connection real quick. All right. I think it's back. Nope. Doesn't look like it's extremely happy right now for some reason. Kind of like me, I don't know what to do here. I got to get presence out there. Maybe the sphere card will help me. So the growth, I'm going to reclaim cards again. Probably not. I mean, this is probably extremely bad play. But I need those defense cards. So we'll look at a minor power card here. Encompassing Ward. Defend 2 in every land where target spirit has presence. That seems pretty good. Savage Mob Beast. If target land is jungle or wetland, 1 fear and 1 damage. Rouse the trees and stones. 2 damage. Push 1 explorer. That's slow. And slow Song of Sanctity. If target land has explorers, push all explorers. Otherwise remove 1 blight. I'm going to take Encompassing Ward. Defend 2 in every land where target spirit has presence. And I think I'll take 1 more minor power. Call of the Dahan Ways. Replace 1 explorer with 1 Dahan. Oh. Land of Haunts and Embers, 2 fear. Push up to 2 explorers or towns. If target land has blight, plus 2 fear. Uncanny Melting. If invaders are present, 1 fear. I think I'm going to take the Call of the Dahan Ways. All right. Gain energy, gonna get 1 from that. Now, if I play this defend 2, in every land where target spirit has presence, that will defend both of those places sufficiently, and they will wipe those guys out. So that's going to give me some leeway here to potentially do something else about these explorers in the sand. I've only got 1 energy to spin though. Don't need these defense cards right now. This has to be where there's Dahan, the Call of the Dahan Ways. Don't really need to worry too much about the mountains. I mean, maybe I just generate some fear. No, I should do something about the building. Could just be delaying. The problem is that if I gather that explorer on the sand, it'd be gathered into the wetlands with the city. I think I will just generate fear. I can't do anything about the sand without messing up the rest of this plan. Those should have been taken away a long time ago. All right. And pay 1 for that. And we go to fast powers, which is basically defend 2 in every land where I have presence. Where it's going to matter is these 2 jungles. All right. So now we go to fear. There's no blighted island effect. Go to the fear card, and we are in terror level 1. Each town destroys 1 explorer in its land. Okay, explorer, explorer, explorer. Never seen that one before. At least the terror level 1 effect of it. Okay, so that was fear cards. Now we ravage. We've got defense there, but then the Dahan are going to fight back, destroying that town and destroying that town. And we can just remember to take these off now. All right, so that was ravage. Now build. And now we've got our level 3 Explore card in the sands and the mountains. And unfortunately, these sand areas going to be a little bit of a problem. So perhaps we need to prepare for this. I don't have any of the right elements to do any of these slow powers here. I do have this Voice of Thunder. I was just going to generate fear. That generating those 2 fear would make another, or not make, but would bring down another fear card. But I'm wondering if I should push some Dahan into a spot where they can do something. Get these guys out of the jungle into the sands there. Then I could play the Defend 5 card on them. I could Defend 3 there. No. I need to be able to move gotta be able to play 3 cards next turn. If I replaced an explorer, oh wait, no, that's slow. I could defend 3 there, but I'm not going to be able to do any of the attacking or anything. And then they're going to build a city there. Instead of generating the fear, I am going to push Dahan. I'm going to push, I can push up to 4 Dahan. I'm going to bring the presence with them and go there. So that's the end of the turn. Those 2 cards will be discarded. So now I'm kind of already thinking about what I'm going to do for my growth. I think the Defend 5 fast in this zone here will be the right play. That'll all be protected during the Ravage, and then the Dahan will just wipe all those guys out. So that's 1 card that costs 0. I don't think there's anything I can do about that sand up there. I could gather a city or a town. I need to look up, is it 2 or 3 damage? I think it's 2 that blights the land, right? Invaders, when you add blight to the island. Okay, it's not in that section. Is it in the damage? Can't believe I can't remember this. Is it 2 or 3? It's probably in the Ravage section. If 2 or more damage is dealt, add blight to the land. It's very easy to see when you get to the right page. So, gathering a town off of there still isn't going to help. Still going to get blighted. I could defend 3 there. Oh no, I can't because there's no Dahan there. So if I could get to where I can play 3 cards. Oh no, I can't. It's range 0, and I don't have any Dahan there. You may gather 1 Dahan. Each Dahan destroys 1 explorer. That still doesn't help. I think that sand is just going to get blighted. Ooh, so the problem is that they're going to build and then blight and cascade the blight on the next turn. Okay, so we can't do anything about that now. So what can I do? I can't defend. Think ahead and do Call of the Dahan Ways. And also if I do this one, I can get 4 energy, 1 fear. Each Dahan deals damage equal to the number of presence in the target land. It has to be 0 away from my presence, though. These are the 3 cards I'm going to play. I know I haven't done my growth phase yet, but I was trying to figure out which one to do. So I'm going to do the one where I put 2 presents down. I'm going to put one down here. And I have to do it where I have the Han. So I will do it there. Is it that whenever a Dahan moves from one of your lands to another, you may move 1 presence along with it? Okay. Gain energy, so I'm gaining 1, and now fast powers. Defend 5. In that sand there. And this one I can gather up to 2 Dahan. Or I can gather an explorer or a town. Maybe I gather this town over to here so that when they build a town instead of a city. Still going to blight the land, but at least we're not getting a city built. Okay, so that's my fast powers. No blighted island card, no fear card. Now we go to Ravage. I've got defend 5 here. They've got a strength of 4. My Dahan will fight back at a strength of 4, destroying all the invaders that are there, generating a fear because the town was destroyed. There they're going to do 2 damage to the land, so we will blight it. And now we go to build. They're not going to build here. Ooh, these mountains. Having this level 3 card. And there's going to be an escalation next turn too. Isn't there? Yes, there is. So that was build on the sands and the mountains. And they're going to explore. They're actually going to do it now when they explore, right? Oh man. Right back into the sands. And now I got to pick somewhere to drop a town down that does not already have a town. 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, that defense 5 card up there would be nice right about now. Of course, we got 3, 4, 5, 6 here. Down there. All right, now slow powers. Don't have the right elements. So here within one, someplace that I have Dahan, I can, oh, you know what I'll do? I'll replace this guy here, just so that it's not, or what am I doing? Replace an Explorer with a Dahan. Now I don't need to worry about that space. I feel like I didn't pay for the card. Okay, so growth. All kinds of bad's going to happen this turn. Defend 3. During Ravage, Dahan and target land deal damage simultaneously with invaders. Don't have to worry about that. Is that just going to cascade? Need to be able to push more Dahan around. I mean, I'm thinking about reclaiming cards. So I could defend 5 there if I reclaimed this card. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm trying to avoid cascading blight. Is there a way that I can get 1 Dahan into there using a fast power? Of course, if I have air, the range will be expanded here. Can I play? No, I don't have enough energy to play those 3 cards. Defend 2. I think I'm gonna need to go for some major powers, like reclaim my cards and try to get some major powers. Okay, that's the growth that I'm gonna do, is reclaim, and it's gonna give me 2 powers. So gotta pick one of these 4. They're all fast. Power Storm. It's the right stuff here. Target spirit gains 3 energy. Once this turn, target may repeat a power card by paying its cost again. Wow, if I have 2 sun, 2 fire, and 3 air, target may repeat up to 2 more power cards by paying their cost. Winds of Rust and Atrophy. 1 fear and defend 6. Replace 1 city with 1 town, or 1 town with 1 explorer. Terrifying Nightmares. 2 fear. Push up to 4 explorers or towns. Vengeance of the Dead. 3 fear. After each effect that destroys town, city, or Dahan and target land, 1 damage per town, city, or Dahan destroyed. I kind of like this for the elements. Power Storm. And I have to choose a card to get rid of. Maybe Enticing Splendor, I don't know. Let's go for another major. The trees and stones speak at war. For each Dahan and target land, 1 damage and defend 2. Oh yeah. Mist of Oblivion. 1 fear per town and city this power destroys. Up to a maximum of 4, 1 damage to each invader. Cleansing Floods, 4 damage, remove 1 blight, and it has to be a wetlands with presence. Talons of Lightning, 6, 3 fear and 5 damage in mountains or wetlands. It's expensive. I'm gonna go with this one. And I got to get rid of a card. This is the hard part, because you want all the cards, right? Voice of Thunder. I don't know. Gather energy. Or gain energy. So I've got 2 to spend. That's going to be 1. That's going to be 1. I don't know if that can be 1. Oh, I don't have enough energy to do stuff. Do I need to defend 2 in every land where I have spirit? Probably not, if I can figure out something else to do there. If I defend 3, so now I've got my air element that will let me defend 5 up here, which will be a problem again next turn. So what can I spend my other energy on? Could replace another explorer with Dahan. If I gathered one Dahan into there, then each Dahan would destroy those two. Oh, I can't pay for both of those. Okay, all my energy is going. I'm gonna have to get energy next turn. The 4. So I've paid for my cards. Fast powers. I've got air. So this sap the strength of multitudes, defend 5. Can be done 1 away from where I have presence. It increases its range by 1. Now this card, defend 3, has to be where I have Dahan, so it'll be here. So 3, yeah, only 1 damage coming through. So we go to Ravage. Nothing happening here. I've got defense 2, 3, 4, 5 to stop that. I've got defense 3 here, and they will, the Dahan will attack back. That destroys a town, so that's 4. So we get a fear card. Now here they will blight the land. We have to flip this over. So we got downward spiral. At the start of each invader phase, each spirit destroys one of their presence. All right. It's going downhill quickly. So we've done the ravaging. Now the building. There's no one here to build, but they're going to build a city. This is getting out of control up here, if it wasn't already out of control. And now exploring coastal lands. So at least there's not an extra town coming out because we don't have the escalation symbol. Okay, now the slow power, somewhere where I have Dahan, I can replace that Dahan or an explorer with more Dahan. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to replace this explorer down here with a Dahan. See if we can't do something down there. And I do not have the right elements. Actually, I do. I've got the red one here. So for each sun, I can pick a place and I can push. I can gather a Dahan for every air, and I could push a Dahan for every sun. So what do I want to do next turn? I want to get a lot of energy. They're going to ravage in the sands again. And I'm going to have I'll have 5 energy. For each Dahan in target land, 1 damage and defend 2. Is there a way that I can quickly get... Nope, because I got rid of that card where I could push forward to Han. Huh. For each Dahan and target and land, 1 damage and defend 2. But how do I get some Dahan in there? Target spirit gains 3 energy once. Oh. Can repeat a power card again by paying its cost. I can't make this fast. Destroy 1 town for every 2 Dahan in targeted land. So I could have up to 4 or 5. I could have up to 8 energy. I could gather 2 Dahan over there. So that would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I gathered 1 and destroyed 1, defend 2 is just not going to do it. If I repeat that one, it becomes defend 4, still not going to do it. Still not going to do it. Defend 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if I destroyed 1, so this would be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cost. If I did this one twice, that would be defend 4. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, still 2 damage. Oh, but then they get to do damage. Yeah, these are going to be my 3 cards for next turn. Do I need to push a Dahan now? Is what I was looking at, right? There's going to be a lot of building happening down here. Going to want to do something about this probably. So let's push a Dahan down there from those sands. Okay, so we're going to the next turn. The growth I'm going to choose is add a presence and let's see, add a presence and get 4 energy. Can add a presence within 1. How about there? And 4 energy. Now, gain energy, I've only got 1 showing there. Oh, you know what? This isn't going to work because I don't have the energy. Yeah, this doesn't trigger until after. So last turn I actually did need to move a Dahan, so I'm going to actually do it then because I wasn't thinking about this correctly. So I need to move a Dahan like that, and he can take a presence with him. Yeah, I won't have the energy to pay for this card. I also will not be able to repeat a card. That's all right. I'm just going to play these 3 and see what happens. And I have to pay for them, so I need to make change for this. Two, 1, and 2. Okay, so cards are paid for. Now we do fast powers. So here, what am I going to do first? Do this one is first, just defend to every land where your target spirit has presence. So I'm defending 2 so far here. This could be overkill. I probably should have done that math real quick. But that's okay. Now here, within 1, I can gather a Dahan, and each Dahan is going to destroy a explorer. Each Dahan destroys an explorer. Okay. Now here, targeting that same spot, for each Dahan and target land 1 damage and defend 2. So I've got 2 guys, so I will throw 2 damage onto that town and it's gone, generating a fear. And they're going to create 2 more defense each, so now we have defense of 6 in that area. Okay, now we have to go here to Blighted Island for Downward Spiral. So we'll get rid of this presence here. It's destroyed. And Fear card. Still on tier level 1. Each player may push 1 Dahan from a land with invaders or gather 1 Dahan into a land with invaders. All right, I want to move that Dahan there. I think. Okay, now Ravage. I've got defense 6 up there, which is plenty. And nothing to fight here. Our Dahan are going to do 4 damage back, which will take out the city and the explorer. So with the city destroyed, that's 2 more fear being generated. And that's the end of the Ravage. So now we go to build in the coastal lands. Another town there, and a city there. And they're going to explore in the jungle. And with escalation, we've got to drop a town down somewhere. It doesn't have a town. Do it right there. Advance this stuff along. All right, now slow powers. So I have 2 sun and 1 fire. So I can use this slow power destroy. And I have to have a presence there. So I will choose this spot here. I've got 2 Dahan. I can destroy a town, which will generate another fear, which makes 4. So we move this fear card down. And then we're at terror level 2. I also have the red slash mark, must be like beast or something. So I can do this slow power. Or I could choose a place to gather some Dahan for every air. So I've got 1 air, I could gather a Dahan somewhere. I think I'm going to choose this spot and gather a Dahan and move this presence with him. Maybe, maybe not. I'm probably going to have to reclaim cards. Okay, end of turn, time passes, take this back. If I don't, this is the only thing I can do and have enough energy to play any cards, so I think I'm just going to have to reclaim cards and gain power cards. Nature's Resilience. Defend 6 within 1 of where I have a sacred site. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Devouring Ants. 1 fear, 1 damage. Destroy 1 Dahan. I don't like destroying Dahan because then I lose presence. Push up to 2 towns. Steam Vents. Destroy 1 explorer. Well, I like defend 6, so we'll take that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Defend 1. If target land is jungle or sands, instead defend 4. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Call to 10. Remove 1 blight or push up to 3 Dahan. Pull beneath the hungry earth. If target land has your presence, 1 fear and 1 damage. If it's sand or wetlands, an additional damage. Reaching grasp. Target spirit gets +2 with all their powers. I'll take this defend 1. Kind of one note on the strategy here. Gain energy. I'm only going to have 1 energy. Oh, this is not good. 1 energy. So anything that is more expensive than 1, we're just not even going to look at for now. We can play 3 cards. Defend 2 everywhere we have presence. That'll help there. If I can defend 5, what do we got here? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There, that would stop that from going all crazy. Now what can we do here? Well, I've already spent the 1 energy. So the only other thing I can do is add 1 more defense, which is not going to be enough. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope. Can only hope that fear card is going to do something spectacular, because this is going to be a tragedy over here. I need more energy. Well, actually, this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Even with defense 7 there. At least only one of the Dahan would die. We'll have a cascading blight out of there. Because I could use this card to defend 4, that would be defend 6, and this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I play that card there to defend 4, I can defend 5 here to save one of the Dahan, and defend 2. I think this is the best we're going to get, having only 1 energy. Okay, so these will be the 3 cards. Spending the 1 energy on that, I'm going to put it on there. So this, I'll have 2 in every place I have presence. And defend 5 there. And because this is jungle, this becomes a defend 4. So that's all my fast powers. Now this fear card, I need to be able to do something here. Please, let me do something there. Terror level 2. Each player may replace 1 town with 1 explorer in a coastal land. All right, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It'll become 8, and I'll have defense 7. That works out perfectly. So we take it out of town and replace it with an explorer. That works out perfectly. Oh, I forgot to do this. I have to get rid of a presence. And I'm going to have to do it up here. Or do I? I don't think I need the sacred site. Yeah, I'll get rid of that one. I'd like having some presence on the top side of the board. All right. We go to Ravage in the coastal lands. Okay, so we'll start over here. Card I played here, we have defense 4, but I also have 2 everywhere I have presence, so that's 6, and he's got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So only 1 damage going through, so nothing goes through. I guess technically the Dahan would be damaged and would flip over. Now my Dahan's going to do 2 damage back. I will destroy the town to generate a fear. We'll move along to here. I have defense 2 from this, my presence being here. This would be 3 damage. Dahan, fight back. Destroy the city. Generate 2 fear. Okay, so we'll move here. I have defense 7 because I played the defend 5 card there. And I get 2 because I have presence there. And they have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So again, 1 coming through. Let's do a little bit of damage to a Dahan. We've got 4 damage coming back from Dahan. So let's take out a city and an explorer. So I don't have the right elements to do any of my stuff down here. Taking out a city, we're going to generate 2 fear. So 1 comes down. Move them all back, and another one comes down, and we got a fear card for next turn. Okay, so that was Ravage. And we build in the jungles. And we have to explore in the mountains. And we have the escalation from Prussia. Right there. Now we'll advance. So at least all the escalation is gone. Time passes. Let's repair our Dahan. Get our tokens back. All right. Now for growth, I think we've got to get more energy. All the cards in my hand are expensive. So we're going to add a presence. Do we add it in that jungle, or is that jungle just going to go? What do I have that I can do quickly? I think all of my defense is pretty much played out. I've got defend 3. Oh, I do have defend 6 within 1 of a sacred site. Oh boy, both of the jungles are pretty well in trouble. I might just have to let that jungle go. Gather a Dahan. If I gather a Dahan, I can create a sacred site. I'm going to have 6 energy. If I use this card, I could play a fast card twice. Oh. I could defend 6 twice. But 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not going to have enough sacred sites to be able to defend 6 twice. So if I make this a sacred site just for conversation's sake, I could defend 6 there just to stop it from being ravaged. Then here, I could defend 3. I wonder though, if I just let that jungle go and try to get a hold on something else. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'd be paying all of my energy. If I move that guy in there, I could destroy 1. Becomes defense 6, and then this Dahan takes out the town. I do have the fear card coming as well. So I also have this. That would give me defend 5. And I could do a damage during the fast. So that would be 3, 4, 5, 6. It's kind of the same thing, and I'm ending up getting more Dahan in there. I think I want to save this one for next turn to try to do some damage in one of these mountains. All right, so these are going to be the 3 cards. This game is so thinky. I actually love it. I can destroy a town somewhere where there's 2 Dahan also. That would be slow. All right. So this was my growth. I got to get the 4 energy from that. And then gain energy. I'm getting 2 from here. Oh, and hey, this will be fast because I've got 4 air on these cards. So 3, 2, and 1. Oh, and I can also use this one fast to move some Dahan around. Might actually do that. All right, so I've paid for cards, gain my energy. Now let's go to doing fast powers. So I have 4 air, so both of my innate powers become fast. I'm going to gather a Dahan here and I don't need to take the presence with me. I don't need the sacred site or anything right now. So that's fine. Just moving that to Han, or gathering the Dahan using this. Then I will do sudden ambush. I'll gather this Dahan from the sands down to here. Then each Dahan destroys an explorer. So those explorers are gone. I'm actually wondering if no, this is fine. 3, 4, 5. So now for this fast power here, I can destroy a town for every 2 Dahan in a target land. Those Dahan are going to take care of that. Not a problem. And it's going to be defended. I actually don't need to do this card twice. I could do this card twice. If I use this power to destroy this town. But those Dahan will take care of it. But I'd have to defend twice. So for this innate power, target may repeat up to 2. Oh, I don't have the energy to repeat a card. Okay, so I've screwed this up. So I need to do this. I didn't need that many Dahan here. So let me think about where I can move that Dahan instead. Maybe into there for this innate power. Just choose that place and gather them in. Because I need to use this innate power to take out this town. So that causes a fear. I just needed 2 Dahan to take out the town. And then this card, paying for it, is defend 3. So I will defend that jungle there. And this was dumb. Other than it got me the elements to do the other stuff that I've done. So I gained 3 energy. Oh wait, I've got the money now since I just gained 3 energy. I could pay to do something else. If I wanted to, or I save that money for next turn. I'm going to save that money for next turn so I can get more presence out on the board. All right, so that was my fast powers. Now this thing, I need to get rid of a presence off the board. Now we go to our fear card. Terror level 2. Defend 2 on all lands with presence. Each spirit gains 1 energy per sacred site they have in lands with invaders. We've got all kinds of defense then there. That's kind of a bummer. Too bad you don't know that stuff going in. But that's the point, right? Okay, so ravaging. They're going to ravage there, so we got to put a blight out. Now down here, I've got defense 3, which is exactly enough for that. And then the Dahan will fight back, destroying the city, causing 2 fear, which is enough to generate another fear card. So we are almost down to terror level 3. So now they're going to build in the jungle. They're not going to build anything here, but up there they're going to build another town. Or no, sorry, not the jungle. It's the mountains. So city and city. And where are they going to explore? Mountains and wetlands. Yeah, it's the first wetlands card we've seen. And there's plenty of towns all over this place to be generating these guys. All right, advance this stuff. Clean up. So we could have 5 energy. Or we could have 9 energy, and we can play 3 cards. And we have to worry about ravaging in the mountains, and we've got all kinds of problems in the mountains. So we could defend 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not going to do it. Unless we reclaim cards, which might be a good idea anyway, in order to get our elements back. We've got a fear card. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So defense 6 is not going to do it here either. But if we had defend 8 in both of those, which means we need our 2 defense everywhere we have presence card back. All right, so we're going to reclaim cards. Might take another major power, see if I can get something really good and juicy. Indomitable Claim. Add 1 presence in target land, even if you normally could not due to land type. Defend 20. Vigor of the Breaking Dawn. It's got sun. I'm looking at the elements here. Pillar of Living Flame is 3 fear, 5 damage. If target land is jungle or wetlands, add a blight. If you've got 4 fire, 2 fear and 5, plus 2 fear and plus 5 damage. Ooh. But that costs 5. 2 damage per Dahan in target land, and it's fast. 6 damage, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would leave 3. And we could have defend 2. I think we'll take Vigor of the Breaking Dawn. It also has the sun symbol. We can't play 4 cards yet. We're going to have to get rid of a card. We cannot play 4 cards yet. Oh, Call of the Dahan Ways. I just don't ever end up having enough energy. were our starting cards? Let's put those in the front. Each Dahan deals damage equal to the number of presence in your target land. You may gather one Dahan. Each Dahan destroys a guy. Defend 3 during Ravage. Yeah. We'll get rid of this one. And let's go for another major. Dissolving the bonds of kinship. That has fire. Not a whole lot of our elements in this one. Paralyzing Fright. For fear, invaders skip all actions in target land this turn. Within 1 of a sacred site. Ooh, that's expensive. Destroy all explorers in all towns. Destroy all Dahan. 1 away from a jungle where we have presence. Replace 1 city with 2 explorers. Replace 1 town with 1 explorer. Replace 1 Dahan with 1 explorer. Push all explorers from target land to as many different lands as possible. Poisoned land. 1 fear, 7 damage, add 1 blight, and destroy all Dahan. Well, too bad that couldn't be fast. 4 fear, and invaders skip all actions this turn. That's so expensive. It does have air. This one has fire. Destroy all explorers in all towns. I think I might take this poisoned land card with 7 damage. If we get down to terror level 3, or we just need to start making sure the cities are gone, so I need to get rid of a card. Two damage per Dahan in target land. Call of the Dahan ways. All right. So that's growth. Let's get our energy. And now we got to pick the 3 cards we're going to play. Maybe Vigor of the Breaking Dawn. 2 damage per Dahan. 3, 4, 5, 6. Then if I played the Defend 2, everywhere we have presence. That leaves me with 1 energy to spend. Because I've only got 5. Oh. With... Oh, but it's slow and I won't have enough air. Is there something else that I can do? If I played this card, I can gather a Dahan. Each Dahan destroys an explorer. So if I move that in there, 4 explorers would be gone. Then I could have Defend 2 from this card. 3 damage would still be coming through. Don't know what's going to happen on that Fear card. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Defend 5. Or don't play this card. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I played the trees and stones speak of war, 6 damage, so 3, 4, 5, 6. And that would be plenty of defense. I wouldn't need to play this card or this card. And I can play Poisoned Land for the future. It's going to cause a Cascading Blight. But we're going to be generating a ton of fear. Is there a 0-cost card I want to play? I mean, I have Sap the Strength of Multitudes, but I can't play it anywhere that makes sense. And Drift Down into Slumber, also nowhere that makes sense. And that's all the energy that I've got. Oh, not the right elements. Okay. That was choosing and paying cards. Now fast powers. For each Dahan and target land, 1 damage and defend 2. So we've got 6 damage coming through. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is a total of 3 fear generated from 1 city and 1 town being destroyed. That's all my fast powers, I believe. So Blighted Island. I have to get rid of a presence. I got to start getting more presence out there. But I need energy to do stuff. Fear card, right? So we are in Terror level 2. For each player removes 1 explorer or town from a land with 2 or fewer invaders. This town. And it's removed, it's not destroyed, so that's not going to cause fear. Okay. So that was the fear card. Now we go to Ravaging. We got plenty of defense from my card is 2 per Dahan, and then they're going to fight back and destroy all those explorers. Here they're going to Ravage, so I got to put Blight out. Now we go to Building. Wetlands here, they will just replace that town, and here they will replace that town. Here they'll build another town and they'll do nothing there. And where are they going to explore? Jungles and sand. Next to the coast, next to a town, next to a town, and has a town. All right, hopefully this long-term plan here with getting a bunch of fear cards It's going to work out because we've got all kinds of invaders all over the map. I advance the cards now to slow powers. So here, this costs 3. This is within 1 of where I have presence. Generate 1 fear, so that's 4. Those all go up. Terror level 3. Now poisoned land, 7 damage will be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now the scary thing here is I have to add a blight and destroy all Dahan. There are no Dahan there, but adding a blight, I believe I have to put 1 blight there and I have to cascade it out 1. But I destroyed 1 city and 2 towns, so that's 4 more fear generated and another fear card. I've only got 1 blight left. Let's go to the next turn. I believe I need to do this add presence and get 4 energy because 2 energy is not going to cut it for this turn. So that's the growth that we're going to do. We have to stop this from ravaging. And we need to work on that there. So let's put out a presence in that wetlands. And get 4 energy from our growth, and then 2 energy from our gain energy. We've got 1 inherent air and 1 inherent fire. And we can play 3 cards. Jungle and sands, we don't need to worry about defending this turn. We've got 2 fear cards sitting there, so we could defend 5. Just somewhere we need presence. So we could defend 5, say there. So we can play 3 cards. We don't have any sacred sites, so can't use that card. I could use Power Storm if I could, because this card would be free. I could defend 5 here and here. And I get 1 more card play. And I've got 6. Got to do something about that mountain or I'm going to lose. Defend 3. I don't have any Dahan there. If I could make, if I can get 4 air, which means I need to play some combination of these cards here. So defend 3, somewhere where I have Dahan. That would take care of that place there. Defend 1 just doesn't do it for me. Let's see. If I defend 3, I have to have Dahan there. So if I make this fast, I also need 2 sun. Which means I have to play Power Storm to get the other sun. If I can gather. So that's 6. I won't be able to play a card twice. But I think we'll be okay, because if I can... No, I need to be able to play this card twice. Oh, I'll get the energy. That's right. So I can play one of these cards twice. Okay, I think these are the cards. I'm going to go with it. 3, 1, and 2. I'll have lots of air, not quite enough fire. I mean, yeah, I'll have enough. Paid for my cards. Blighted Island. We need to lose a presence, as always. Unfortunate. That one, I guess. Now we can go to our fear cards. We have to play them in the order they were achieved in, or whatever, or drawn. Achieved in. They're in the order they were drawn. And we're in Terror level 3. Each player removes 1 explorer or city or town from a land with presence, or 1 city from a land with a sacred site. So I guess that's this one. Generates another fear. Could be an explorer, though. Actually, you know what? It's going to be the explorer. Because I can get rid of this town. Oh, there has to be 2 Dahan. I've screwed this up. No, it'll be the town, because I screwed up. And now this fear card. Remove 2 explorers or 1 town from each land with Dahan. Then remove 1 city from each land with at least 2 Dahan. Remove 2 explorers or 1... Oh, man. So I guess it's that guy. And this guy. And this guy. I don't have Dahan here, so I can't remove that guy. I don't have Dahan there, there, or there. And too bad I don't have the city. Those are just removals too. That's kind of unfortunate because the destruction gives me more fear. Okay, so I was going to play this card to gather a Dahan. I will gather a Dahan here, and each Dahan, whoops, kills an explorer. So that explorer is gone. Now this one is cost of 1, defend 3 on this spot here. And now this card, target spirit gains 3 energy. And once this turn, I can do another card again. So I'm going to do this card again, paying its cost of 2. And I will gather another Dahan here, and then each Dahan kills an explorer. Now 2 suns, 2 fire, and 3 air. I could do it again. But I don't need to. Yeah, I don't need to. I just need to get rid of this city back here. And we're going to win. So that was still just fast powers, right? Yes. Blighted Island. I have to remove a presence. I didn't do that already? I did do that already, because that was the fear cards. I'm losing my mind. Did I do the fear cards before I did my fast powers? I think I did. I don't think it matters much. I did that out of order, I believe. Yeah, I took the presents from up there. Sorry. It's going to be a long game. Long, thinky game. So we'll go on to the Ravaging. I've got Defend 3 here. And this Dahan will fight back on this town and generate another fear. Up here, it's not enough to damage the land, so we're okay. And there's nobody left in the mountains. And they want to build in the jungle, so add another town there. There's nobody there to build, and they also want to build in the desert, and there's nobody to build there. Where are they going to explore? Jungle and wetlands. These are next to the coast. These are next to a town, and this one has all kinds of towns and villages in it. Advance those cards. Discard those. Take those back. Now what are we going to do? We got to get rid of that city. If we can do that quickly, we win. So, and they are going to ravage in the jungle. I don't have any way to move Dahan in my hand. I can get all kinds of defense on that spot, but I have no way to do damage. If you have 3 sun and 2 those red beast looking ones, you may push up to 2 Dahan. In lands you pushed 2 Dahan to 2 damage per Dahan. So I could choose this spot here, but I need to get to 3 sun and 2 of those animal mark things. Okay, I think we win. My growth will be this one to add a presence. I need to uncover this sun. I'm going to add the presence here and gain 4 energy. And then I get 2 energy from here. Okay, now I'm going to go make sure I go in order. Gained energy. I'm choosing these 3 cards. So 3 and 1. Now, so that's choose and pay for powers. Now fast powers. So I'm going to do this card here. So if we look at the bottom of this card, for 3 of the sun and 2, oh wow. Did my hand make the green screen go weird? Having the card there made it go weird. It's not focused right. Well, you can see the bottom there. It's 3 yellow and 2 of the red B symbols. It says you can push up to 2 Dahan. In lands you pushed to, 2 damage per Dahan. So I take this card. I'm targeting this land. I've got 1, 2 sun on my cards, 2 beast here, and I've got an innate sun that I just uncovered here. I'm going to target here, push these 2 Dahan, out 1, and then in land I push the Dahan 2, I can do 2 damage per Dahan. So I will do, it's 4 damage, so 3 to the city and 1 to an explorer. And that was the last city. So all I've got left on the map is town, 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 and some explorers. And because I'm in terror level 3, I just need to eliminate the cities and then I win. Well, that was looking pretty hairy for a while. Pretty hairy. This is an excellent game. I don't know any other way to say it. It's so crunchy and so thinky. I don't know what playing, because I haven't played it with multiplayer yet. So I don't know if that can be a little AP prone. I can't even imagine playing with 4. But with the larger map size, and people might be concentrating mostly on their side of the board. So I don't know. It'd be a fun experience. I'm sure there are things that I did incorrect here. If you see anything that I got wrong, please let me know in the comments down below. But this has been a long one, so I'm just going to cut it short. We're at 2 hours and 9 minutes. I think I said at the beginning, but if you are liking this content, please do subscribe, leave comments down below, hit the like button, then I know that people actually are enjoying the series that I'm doing on the channel. So, okay, with that, thanks for watching and see you next time.